in the solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for March the 2nd through March the 8th. Keep in mind, guys, that these are general readings. They're for the collective. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate with you, then check out your rising and your moon sign. Maybe that will resonate with you. Because these readings don't resonate with everyone. But there might be something, a little something in there for you. Now, yes, so guys, if you'd like a personal reading, click on this link and it'll take you to my website. You can see what kind of offers, what kind of readings I offer. I offer astrology readings and tarot readings and a combination of both, which is the best. And all the links to the other videos are below in the show more section. So let's go to your card show. Okay, Gemini, you've got major reading going on here. Okay, so you've got two cards together. The two cards together. One is the Wheel of Fortune, and you know I love that song. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your direction. I'm gonna make you love me. Oh, yes, I will. You know I will. And right next to it is the 8 of Wands. So these are in the top position, the very first cards. And of course, the Wheel of Fortune, darling, is, look, the Wheel of Fortune is forever turning. It's constant. It turns infinitely. It doesn't stop. It comes up, it goes down. Fortune goes up and fortune goes down. That's life. Life is like waves, right? There are ups and downs. Some people have like little kind of tiny waves, and people like me. Anyway, when the Wheel of Fortune comes into your reading, you are being asked to grab a hold of it, darling, for dear life. Let it drag you up. And look, clarifying it is the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands are like opportunities coming at you. Like, I always say when this card comes up, you have to be like a ninja. You have to go, hi, hi, ya, 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 hi, ya, and grab them. So this really is about seeing the opportunities. Sometimes we don't see them, so you have to look for them. They are there all the time. And you really need to grab a hold of these opportunities as they're coming in, whatever they may be for you. You're going to know when you look for them. You're going to see opportunities all around you. You're going to get these brilliant ideas and how to turn them into a lucrative business or opportunity for you. Now, clarifying those two is the King of Pentacles. Darling, he loves luxury. He loves opulence. He's surrounded by luxurious artifacts and possessions. You know, he's one of these people that's worked very hard in his life, and he's never been afraid of hard work. You know, the King of Pentacles, you are going to see him next to his subjects with his sleeves rolled out. He understands that you have to work hard to get what, you know, to get the, you know, opulence and the riches that he has. He's under no illusion about that. But So this is about working hard, right? It's about grabbing those opportunities, but it's also about enjoying the wealth you've already accumulated. So there's got to be a balance here. Normally I don't get that, but I am getting there's a balance. So, look, there are opportunities around. Grab a hold of that wheel of fortune and let it take you to the top. But don't forget to enjoy the wealth that you already have. Sometimes it's good to kind of sit back and enjoy it. So there's a little kind of a juxtaposed message here, right? Because on one hand, you've got to grab these opportunities. You have to notice them. I feel that you are going to come up with some brilliant ideas, and perhaps about passive income even. So you might have a way of earning money without having to really roll up your sleeves. And this might be a partnership with somebody, or there's definitely something that's not going to, it's about seeing the opportunities. It's about doing some work in a way, but not kind of physical, kind of working all night and all day, kind of that work. This is an opportunity to make passive income, I think, is what I'm getting for you, Geminis. So look for ways in which you can, your idea will bring you some reward, some financial reward. And perhaps it's, investment for others, or putting the idea that somebody else can do the work behind, but you could reap the benefits. Now, the next card out for you is the 9 of Pentacles. And look, she's got all her riches. She's just standing there loving it. She's got opulence all around her. She's just money galore, right? But the 9 of Pentacles, and it's like, you've made it kind of thing, almost, because it's number 9. Number 10's made it, but you've really worked hard and made it. And this really is about, she's made it, but she is alone, right? So she's created all this wealth, but she's worked so hard, she's neglected her loved ones. And so she's there. What does it mean? What does it mean if you can't share it with someone that you love? If no one's around because you haven't invested in those relationships? What does that mean? So really, it's about balance. I'm really getting balance for this reading. So balance work with, give the time and the effort in, to your loved ones too. Don't forget them. Don't forget your kid's basketball game or baseball game or dance class that you're supposed to go to, or, if they're all grandkids, or, show up for your loved ones is what I'm getting. It's okay, but you really need to, it doesn't mean anything if you can't share it, right? And clarifying that card is the Strength card. And this is about having the courage. This is about courage, definitely, but it's also about knowing your strength. And this, look, you've got the infinity sign above. This is about your strength is in your courage, kindness, and compassion. I always think of this as like self-control. This is controlling your behaviors, your reactions, because sometimes our instinct is to lash out at somebody, shout at them, or, react in a way that's not kind. So what I would say is, be kind. Be kind and compassionate, because that's going to be your strength. That's where you are going to, people will work with you. Look, okay, let me put it this way, right? This lion's instinct is to attack someone that he doesn't know and she's putting her hands inside his mouth, and she is courageous enough to do that. But he knows that, he's getting this he's getting this lovely experience with this maiden who's also spending time with him, quality time, and she's petting him as well as putting her hands in the mouth. It's a friendly, it's a connection with someone, right? And so he is controlling his instincts so that he can fully be engaged and enjoy this moment. And so control your reactions and, be kind and be compassionate. And look, the next two cards, right, on the next position is, first you have the Death card. There's some crossover here, so check out your sun, moon, and rising, guys. And right next to that is the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Death card is death and rebirth. This always, to me, the Death card is like being in the hallway, right? You have to kill off the old you in order to be reborn, because this is about death and rebirth. And what's interesting, the Five of Pentacles is about death and rebirth too, because the Five of Pentacles is winter, right? And the tree is barren. It's got 5 coins on it, right? And it's winter and there's no leaves on it, and it's cold, and it seems very, it's deprivation. So you're feeling deprived. You're in that hallway of change, of transformation, and you haven't closed the door fully. So the door ahead of you can't open. But in this card, there is a little spring flower right there. This is a card of hope. Now, in the winter, all the leaves fall off. The tree goes through a transformation. It sheds its leaves, right? And all the hedges and all the plants go brown and they kind of die, or they look as though they're dying. But underneath, there's a lot of activity. So there's things happening unseen that you are not privy to. And listen, Aries in springtime gets all the credit for these spring flowers, but really there's a lot going on under the ground in the cold. They're germinating, they're pushing up, they're getting ready. They just have the last vestiges in the spring to push up, right? So this card is saying there's hope. That, spring is coming, darling. I was thinking of, the what was that show? The Game of Thrones, winter is coming, spring is coming, spring, hope springs eternal. There is hope here. I mean, really good hope. Do not be afraid of this change. And it can be fearful, right? This is very plutonic. It's like changing. It's like things coming up. It's a transformation. The old you is dying and you're bringing in the new you, right? Kind, compassionate, brilliant ideas. And look, this is what's interesting, right? I feel that perhaps it's time for you to go back to school or to learn something completely new. And maybe that's what your transformation is about, Gemini, because clarifying the Death card and the Five of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about manifesting. Well, the Eight of Pentacles is known as the apprentice card, right? So it's about learning everything you can. It's about studying. It's about, listen, even if you don't go back to school, it's perhaps a new course of study. It can be, learning astrology or tarot reading, tarot cards, or whatever it is, something in the esoterical world. But in the ethereal plane, maybe, anyway, this really is about spending time with your artistry. So whatever it is, this can be like your life purpose coming up. Maybe you're going to embark on your life purpose. This is really focusing on your artistry. So whatever this is for you, it's like give it the time and the attention it deserves. Become the master, right? This is about becoming the master. This is about really rising to a point in your career or your profession where you're at the top. But you have to do the groundwork. And this perhaps is your transformation. And right, look, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So now you've got the King and the Queen in your reading, right? She's a brilliant, look, she's so gifted. She's a brilliant businesswoman, but she's a great mother and a great wife. And she's like Gaia, right? She's the goddess of our planet. She is Gaia. She is our planet. This is about really also about treating our planet really kindly. You know, think about how we treat. This is our home, guys. You know, keep it tidy, keep it neat, keep it alive for us to live on it, for our generations, for future generations to live on it. This is I really feel that this is about being kind in all ways. I mean, being kind to the planet, being kind to animals, being kind to other humans, being considerate, compassionate, and kind. And, you know, this is fertile. So I'm getting that, look, even though you may feel out in the cold at the moment, you've got the spring flower, right? You are coming into some fertile times. Things are going to get better. Abundance is coming to you. Even though you're feeling like you're in the hallway and you're feeling like things aren't happening fast enough, hang in there, darling. Hang in there. They are. Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, stay tuned for the astrological report coming up next. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah, I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you decided to stay on and listen to the astrology report on what is going on in the celestial sky this week. So we start on Tuesday, March the 3rd. Venus is square Saturn. What is that? It's not a harmonious aspect. It is a contentious aspect. There may be distance or detachment within your relationship. You may be feeling that during this transit. As a result, intimacy could take a backstage during this time. And it might be wise to spend some time in solitude, you know, in meditation and reflection, because melancholy and depression can occur. But know that this will pass soon enough. I mean, that's why it's called a transit, right? Because it's transiting, it's moving. So it's a temporary feeling. Now, your finances could take a hit too. So resist the urge to spend because you're not feeling great. Maybe you're feeling melancholy and you want to buy something to make yourself feel better. Resist that urge. I would be very conservative with your finances at the moment. I mean, we've seen this play out on the global stage. You know, the financial markets are plummeting because of the coronavirus, because products can't move around, you know. A lot of countries have closed their borders. So just be conservative and with your spending. Now, on March the 4th, 2020, Mercury backtracks into Aquarius. And when I say backtrack, you know that Mercury is in retrograde, right? And it moved from Aquarius into Pisces on February the 3rd. And now it is reversing and going back from Pisces into Aquarius. But the good news is that Mercury goes direct on March the 9th, on the same day as the super full moon in Virgo. And actually, this is interesting because Mercury rules the sign Virgo. So things are going to start to pick up. And Mercury will then move into Pisces a week later on the 16th. So then it's really going to pick up speed. So this is good news, guys. Mercury in Aquarius gives us clarity and focus. But when in Pisces, Mercury expresses its creative side, creative writing, fantasy, poetry, art, and music. However, in Aquarius, Mercury is more innovative, scientific, analytical, and forward-thinking. So we can enjoy that aspect of it until the 16th, when it moves back into Pisces, and then we can enjoy expressing itself creatively. Now, on the same day, a bit later on in the afternoon, 4:24 p.m. precisely, Eastern Standard Time, Mercury is sextile to Venus, and that is a harmonious relationship. So Mercury is in this lovely harmonious transit. Socializing will become easier. In fact, you might be more open to going out and hanging out, and your charisma and magnetism and charm will foster intimacy during that time. So this is a lovely, beautiful energy. So relax, enjoy this cosmic blessing while it lasts. Now, also, later on that night at 10:07 p.m. precisely, Eastern Standard Time again, so it's the next day in Europe, Venus moves into Taurus. The goddess of love is coming home. She'll be at ease. She'll be more practical. She'll be more affectionate. However, she may be a little possessive, because, Taurus is all about mine, possessions, so Venus is looking for security and in love and in her relationships and finances. So reassure your partner with love and affection and focus on improving your finances. Ask yourself, what needs my attention most right now? Is it my relationship? Is it my finances? Is it both? Now, on Sunday, March the 8th, the Sun is conjunct Neptune. That means that it is together. They're almost like one. So the Sun's energy and Neptune you can hardly tell the difference between the two. They just come together. They become one, right? Now, you may, Neptune is very idealistic, so you may have the urge to want to help the less fortunate or the marginalized around the world. Idealism is front and center during this transit, and your sensitivity to others' energy is really increased. So you really need to protect yourself. You need to be around positive people and situations. So because there's two sides to Neptune. Neptune can take you down the rabbit hole too. So you want to be surrounded yourself with positivity, and perhaps consider doing a media fast. I mean, sometimes your empathy is so enhanced that it can really take a toll on your emotions. So you could feel melancholy or depressed. On the other hand, you might be exhilarated and inspired to help humanity at large. You'll get a lot of joy by volunteering or, with a cause or helping in some way. So, look at where you can help. Ask yourself, how can I contribute to society? Now, also on Sunday at 3:38 p.m., Venus comes together with Uranus. Wow, this can be scandalous. This transit can bring in the urge for, a thrill, for excitement, novelty, you know, the new, constantly looking for something new and exciting in love and finance. So you are ready for a thrill. The energy and magnetism of this transit could have you acting a bit out of character. It's kind of palpable, right? You might be enticed to have a romantic fling or a one-night stand. Perhaps your relationship has been a bit boring or perhaps hit a stagnant patch, and you may feel like you want to explore new horizons or new experiences with other people. I would just say this: keep in mind that this feeling will not last, and you very well might regret the impulsive actions or decisions under this influence. So keep that in mind, guys. Now on Monday, I'm not going to go into this, but I'm just going to mention it because it is good to be prepared. We have the the super full moon in Virgo. A super full moon is when the moon is, or a planet is very close to Earth. And so this is a very, very strong energy. And also, Mercury goes direct on the same day. So that's really interesting. Listen, guys, join my astrology group. Live in the Solution. The link will be below. It's a private group, and every 2 weeks I do a live feed which correlates either with the new moon or the full moon. And we look at exactly how you are receiving the energy of the new moon or the full moon, respectively. We have fun. It's a very positive, uplifting, nurturing group. Everyone's happy. It's lovely. So I do that for the group every 2 weeks. So it's a private group. You just have to ask to join, answer a couple of questions, and hey presto, you're in. So guys, I just want to mention that this is a member supported channel. And one way, of course, one way to support me is giving me a thumbs up, liking my videos, sharing them on other social media platforms, and commenting. You know, shoot me a comment. I love that. I answer every comment. I love interacting with you guys. It really feeds my soul. And another way to support me is join my channel. I now have a membership to the channel. So there's a button that says join, and there are 2 levels of membership, and I give perks. And there's the community tab is where the members hang out. I'm going to do videos designed just for members. So it's, you know, that's, so it's the lowest membership fee is $1.99 a month. Now, another way to support me is through Patreon, darling. And right here, if you click on this link, you can go to my Patreon page and check it out. You can be a supporter for just $1 a month. It's $12 a year, guys. It's not that it's not a lot, but it's huge for me. That all, you know, adds up. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my members and to thank my patrons. I've just started the membership, so it's pretty new. So guys, what else? I think that's it. Of course, get a reading, guys. I live to give readings. Go to my website. You know, you can, there's actually links below to my website. Go and check out the kind of readings that I offer and all the services that I offer. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.